For small business, times are tough, as the worst recession in a generation tightens its grip. For many it may be too late, but for some there is still hope. Reuven Cohen is a man for these times, and he specialises in bringing businesses back from the dead.
Reuven is the guy who gets called when businesses are in trouble. His expertise is in winding them up and disposing of the assets, but what really drives him is trying to resurrect those companies and keep them going.
What can be more satisfying than going into a really messy job and saying, look, this is the way we're going to go, this is how you can get out of it, if you want to stay in it, we'll show you the way. You're dealing with people, you're dealing with families, souls, kids, wives, mothers, fathers. I will give them as much time as possible, as much help as possible. I will even take the director and go to the bank with him to try and do a deal, perhaps point out to them the realities of life. And that's not part of my job, by the way. I just think it's important. You can't just leave them hanging. The business creates all these ripples into people's lives, and if we can stop those ripples from happening, well, we've done a good job.
Today, Reuven and his colleague Scott are on the way to Walthamstow to see if they can prevent a failing family manufacturing business from being broken up. The business is £3.5 million in debt, and the newly appointed liquidator wants Reuven to assess its true current value. The employees have no idea that the company is in trouble.
This is it.
Do you want me to ring him and tell you you're here?
Yeah, please. It's Reuven.
Reuven?
Yep, please. They don't suspect anything. They just think we're, they're not really sure what's going on, but they may talk to us later. Later they'll be much more friendly when they know what we're doing. I hope. You know why we're here?
Nick Goss is the owner of the company. He took over when his father was forced to retire due to dementia.
Well, let's have a wander around first and then we'll have a look. Okay.
The company was created in 1954 by his grandfather, and for 5 decades was a leading spring supplier to the motor industry. The employees look on anxiously as Reuven and Scott carry out their work.
How much will we be paying? About 500 a month?
About 1,500.
1,500 a month? They're probably not worth that anymore.
But this once thriving family business has been brought to its knees by a vicious family feud. Nick's parents left the company to him, and his sister's desire for revenge has taken the company to the brink of bankruptcy.
Under the terms of will, she inherited their house and I inherited the shares in the business. She's living in a property in the south of France owned by the company. The money that would have come from the sale of a French property would have been more than sufficient to keep us going.
Did she end up with anything after all that?
Oh, she's got a flat in London.
Yeah.
She's still occupying the house in France, and she's got an income of about £3,000 a month.
A month? From where?
From my parents' estate. She's destroyed everything that my parents ever built.
How much is total debt?
£3.5 million.
£3.5 million?
Yep.
What does that leave you and your son now? You definitely want to carry on?
Yeah.
If possible.
Well, the biggest problem I've got is having worked here for 40 odd years, I don't know what else to do. And plus we've got 80 odd employees and it's not their fault.
One thing I can tell you is we'll do our best to keep it as it is, in situ if possible.
Over the next 2 weeks, Reuven will value the company and try to persuade the liquidator and creditors that Nick Goss is a suitable candidate to buy his own company back and carry on in business. If Reuven succeeds, he'll save the company and 80 people's livelihoods.
Thank you very much. I'll let you know what's happening.
Okay.
If he fails, this family business will become just another statistic.
Don't crush my sandwich.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I need. Well, that was interesting. Nice man.
Yeah, very nice man.
And we need to try and help the man, if possible. I think it's a company that should be saved, can be saved, and the fact that he expressed an interest in buying it back is great. I'm very pleased about that. It would be great if he could, because it means 80 jobs are saved. He said he owes the bank quite a bit of money personally, and he'll have to deal with that. But apart from that, what an opportunity. He's got a fantastic chance to start again and succeed. And if he messes it up again, well, then he shouldn't be in business.